Oh, blissful afternoon. Welcome to my channel. This is Natural again. I probably should have did a live. I hope this lighting is not so bad. I'm actually sitting in my vehicle trying to eat some seafood pasta. And just felt like having a conversation and checking in, you know? So please like, subscribe, and share if you haven't. Our channel is about anyone who's ever had an inkling or a thought of getting up, leaving United Snakes America, finding a country, embracing it, making it your own, and everything that comes with it. And one of the things that come with it today that I really wanted to talk with you guys about, because it's all over the news. It's, excuse me, it's all over the news. And normally I don't get into too much news. The last news that really messed me up was George Floyd, when they had hit their knee on his neck in front of broad daylight and made us all watch it. And then a few others after that, you know, I'm talking about that really stood out. And that really set my soul on fire. And but the deep part is, you know, hey, he was brown, they were white, pink, red, whatever you want to call it. But there's a case going on now, y'all, that I just can't kick it. So you're talking about being in another country, which I've embraced. I've made it my own. I'm a dual citizen, and everything that comes with it. That means feelings, emotions, mental, spiritual, physical. It's this new case, this Shanquella Robinson, the young lady, the 25-year-old sister who took a vacation, business vacation. She was a businesswoman, and supposedly dragged along 6 of her friends, who are now known as the Cabo Six, and they murder her. And I'm saying they because all I've seen was a video of her being beaten. If you haven't seen this yet, you probably want to check it out. I think the only reason why it's sitting so uneasy with me is because she's from North Carolina. Supposedly she had paid everybody's way, and none of that really matters, whether she paid their way or not. It just makes it more effed up. But my thing is, see, I got plenty of nieces and nephews that live in North Carolina, and they travel. They're excited about their passports and traveling journeys, and I enjoy watching them. You know, I got one, I always see her traveling with her girlfriends, and they be in all kinds of countries and islands, just like me, just like her auntie. I said, she just like her auntie. And I can't imagine her going on a trip at their young, tender ages, and they murder her like they did Shanquella Robinson. First of all, if any of her family ever see this video, I want them to know that my condolences, my heart goes out to the entire family, her mother, her father, her sister, and everybody in between that. Her life, I hope she find a way for her soul to rest easy. I hope the Creator just rocks her. And them ancestors, I'm sure they have welcomed her and gracefully. But the way that thing went down, this is my thing. I can't imagine. And can you? I like to hear some of y'all's opinions and takes on this. Some of my supporters, please. I can't imagine hanging out with 6 human beings, because it was guys and girls. One supposedly was her best friend that went on trips with the family. Like, the family trusted her with him. Like, he ain't gonna let nothing happen to her because he's always at our house. He's always with her. He's always at her business, you know, at place of business. And is no way. So they felt comfortable. The family I'm talking about. But I can't imagine for the life of me hanging out with 6 people who are now known as the Cabo Six. I can't imagine hanging out with 6 people, going on a trip, a cruise, any kind of way, and none of them like me. And when I say none of them like me, they have returned. They did bring her suitcase back. They went to her parents' house. They told a lie. They said it was never a fight, and they whipped her. If that video is so sad to watch. And the girl beating her was my height, 6'1". And everybody thinks she's a man. And then Shanquella was, from what I understand, 5 feet 1 or 2, 110 pounds soaking wet. I always felt like I was taking advantage. I never would fight little people when I was coming up, because I knew I was tall, big. I knew I had an advantage. But one time I did fight this sister. Did you leave? Okay. Excuse me, y'all. One time I did fight this sister. I was messed up. I thought she had did something to my mother. Didn't really listen to the details. Come to find out, it was the wrong person. So I had beat the wrong person. But when I went to court, I never forget, the judge said, "You too damn big to be putting your hands on people." And that's the way that girl was too damn big to be beating on her. Like that, she was punching her around like a baby doll. For those that didn't see it. And my heart goes out. And she wasn't a fighter. Her father said my daughter was not his only daughter. Anyway, we ain't gonna get into all of that. My thing is, people, and I need y'all to be aware. Let me know how y'all feeling about this. Please like, subscribe, and share. Because how do you hang out if you ever had any experiences? If you ever had any. If you ever had any experiences hanging out with a group of people and you knew that they didn't like you. Let me tell you something about my friend that just transitioned, that she taught me. I've been coming up with all the things that she taught me, because she always looked up to me, and I swear I'm looking up to her now. But let me tell you something about her. My friend suffered from mental health on a deep level on most days. Sometimes, at some points, it would be treated. Some points it would be mistreated, because she would try to just self-medicate, because it would be so painful and uncomfortable for her to manage and maneuver. Good afternoon. So, let me tell you something about her that I honor and respect. She knew who loved her for real and who didn't. She would still go out, dance, party, travel, go to concerts with people that she knew. She would say, "Natural, I know," I think it's very rain. She would say, "Natural, I know they don't like me." She said, "I can't even be myself when I'm around them." I used to say, "Oh, come on, sissy." She said, "I can't even be myself when I'm around." She said, "I know when I walk away, they laugh at me. I know they mock my mental health. I know they talk about me." I said, "Well, why do you continue to hang with them?" Some people just have a need to be accepted. And that's what I'm thinking. Nobody's talking about the fact that Shanquella Robinson was a beautiful entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur. I admired her sister, and she could be my daughter. And wait a minute, why did I say that? Oh, nobody's questioning the fact that not one friend, real friend, that means she didn't have no real friends at 25. Not one person has showed all these videos they showed us. They showed us the mom and sister being interviewed at the Raleighs. It was no true friends of Shanquella's there. Like saying, like, I got a set of true friends back in America. I might live here on the lovely island of Grenada, but I got a set of true people. And I know if somebody murdered me, because from what I understand, those people were college buddies or whatever. But I'm just saying, if a group of people, and I got some solid people here on this island as well. But if I got murdered somewhere in the world hanging out with these solid people, I believe in my heart of hearts that they would be at the Raleigh. Them Raleighs they done had, they would stand up. They would be done showed up. They would be standing behind my mother, like Shanquella's mother. They would be standing next to her sister. They would be saying, wow, Natural didn't deserve that. Natural traveled all around the world helping people. She was an entrepreneur. She loved assisting people. That's why she did Peace Corps twice. She went to Africa to live with no electricity. Because it was all about helping. I ain't seen nobody stand up on her behalf. And they said if the only true friend she had was that one that stood there and videotaped her while she was being murdered, then she struggled with knowing who really loved her. That means she didn't have no real friends. And it looked like if she paid for all them on that trip, and it don't take no rocket science to know who like you and don't like her. Just told you about the what. My spirit is good. I can be around you one time and know if I should ever be around you ever again. It's up to me to put myself in a position where I'm so desperate to hang out with somebody. How the hell you gonna hang out with 6 people and not know none of them like you? Now, I'm sorry. We need to pay attention to stuff like that. It was just like Michael Jackson when he was steady doing all that stuff to his body. His damn nose ended up falling off. His hair ended up catching on fire. All that simply because he wanted to be accepted. He was desperate. He was desperate to have somebody in his life. I ain't buying no friendship. Natural will fly all around this world by her damn self. Natural went to South Africa by herself. Natural went to Rwanda by herself. Natural lived in Antigua and Barbuda by herself. Ain't no nobody. Natural came here, Grenada, by herself. Ain't nobody. What? Not that I don't trust. I have people that I can trust in my life. But they just don't travel like me. They are who they are, and I am who I am. And guess what? I ain't waiting on nobody. And ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to replace 6 people that I know don't like. It's like I said, we got a solid group over here. It was one of them sisters really wasn't feeling me. She just said I remind her of some trauma shit that she had. I was like, whoa, sis, I ain't her. But it didn't matter. She showed me once, and then she showed me again. I might give you a second, but honey, it's 3 strikes out in the game. Our energies don't match. Fuck that. She ain't cooking for me. I ain't being around her. And we ain't doing none of that. I love her. When I see her, I greet her. It's 2 of them over here like that. And guess what? They ain't got to worry about Natural. I ain't going on no cruise with you, no tour, and I damn sure ain't paying your way because I'm sitting there telling you I know she don't like me. And I'm so sorry that Shanquella didn't have that. I ain't gonna say didn't have it because we all got it. We born with it. It's called instinct, but you got to learn to follow it. Follow your instinct, people. So if you haven't heard about this tragedy, pray for her and her family just because I'm asking you. I would do the same for you. I'm going to pray for her and her family. We're going to double up on the prayer and justice will be served. Or vigilante going to have to happen. Oh, did I say that? Justice or vigilante? Which one? Love and respect, people.